Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Oblivion modded playthrough. It is Xilestar, and today we're going to be continuing on with where we left off. So, where did we leave off before I had to go somewhere? Restitution Commander, that person, has a plan to retake Passwall. I need to slip through the gate into the ruins of Xilestar. While her dark seducers distract the knights, they will continue to hold the line at Passwall. I have to use this opportunity to slip into Xilestar and find Order's source of power. Okay. So we're going to go over there while I go and talk about something that has happened. Before I continue with anything else, I'm still sick. So if you do hear this, that is me muting the microphone because I am going to be coughing, and I would much rather not have that in the video as much as I can control it. If it's a sneaky one kind of thing where like it catches me off guard that I have to cough, then yeah, that does happen. Sometimes, not all the time. Oh, right, yeah, before we do anything, I have my laptop pulled up right now, so we can upgrade our Wizard's Fury. Yay! So I did do another good look at this, and I did find out that the highest amount of the price without modifying it through haggling and all that stuff to buy new spells, or in this case, to pretty much just to do this, is 3 times the Magicka cost, pretty much. So we're going to upgrade our Wizard's Fury to something that's close to our level. I just want to find out our destruction. Journeyman, okay. So I can figure out what Journeyman is. Okay, so we can upgrade to literally the final Journeyman one. But I find that might be a little bit too much. I was thinking of the final Apprentice one because it's like the Magicka cost is a little lower than half of what the highest Journeyman one is, which we can get. But I would much rather have that one because while the damage is, it's like tripled, I think, or something like that. Oh, the fire damage is tripled in a way, but the fire and frost damage is like close to doubled. So I think that's a good idea. So let's go do that. So player.add spell. Let's add that one. C4. H1A. There we go. So there we go. So this is the one we're gonna have now. No, the shock damage isn't as... That's kind of weird, though. Anyway, so now we gotta remove the other one. Okay, so this one's actually not too bad, actually. Alright. But I also wanted to show off something that I was hinting at when I was recording... what was it? It was Circuitcraft and... not just Circuitcraft, it was also Pokemon Crystal, which I've just started. And that's something to do with this mod, as with my mod. Not really with the Shivering Isles, but just my mod in general. So I thought that it would be a, you know, well, here's a little bit more appropriate than Pokemon and Minecraft, pretty much. But So we're running on the current version of my mod, which is still technically in testing, but
yes, my love.
But it's not like heavily in testing. Like it's gonna like break the character or something like that. It's just gonna break a few things in my mod, which is just funny. But yeah, it's just gonna break a few things in my mod because of new things. But yeah. Hello. Hey. Stop making me drop the rake, man. Lord Cube gave me this. Okay. Ooh, another Heart of Order. Nice. So I did take a look at the wiki, or USIP, or Unidentified Elder Scrolls pages, kind of to see how far we are in the story. We're about halfway done, so that's pretty cool. I also don't know how long I'm going to be recording for, so I wanted to mention that too. So, the reason why I say that is because I don't know how long I want to record for, because It might be 6, it might be 8 videos, it might be 20 kind of deal. Like, I don't know. It's definitely not going to be 20. At least right now, it's not going to be 20. Maybe later on, I'll just do one giant session just to finish off all of the Shivering Isles. See how much damage it is. Seriously, Tess? Oh my word, man. Jeez, it does insane damage. And I think it costs, like, how much for us? Like, it costs, like, what? If I could click on the right thing. We did, I think it costed, like, 7 before, so it's about a little bit over 3 times the amount of cost. Not too bad. What? Apparently there's an enemy nearby, but I don't know where they are. And Tess doesn't seem too distracted by it, so we're going in. I mean, if it's an enemy, they might actually technically go through the door. There we go. Oh, I thought I might be able to get the knight. There you go. Oh. Hey, Tess.
How can I help?
Wait here. Wait here for a second. You guard the door, so though nobody gets through the door. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go back to the lodge to show off some cool new things that I've actually added to the area. I don't know if I actually... And I get to test out something too. So this is the new current version. You're gonna see no difference, pretty much, from this very area. However, I want to see something real quick. I didn't even do that. That's weird. Actually, I want to see if it actually does do the changes. Okay, it does do the changes. That's cool. So I get to show them off. Nice. So I want to check something too. Because on the testing version, I fixed it. However, as I said during, I think it was Pokemon Crystal, it's weird. Yeah, see, the clipping's fixed. You can tell that these are 2 separate things by these pillars here. I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, I think it's this one. You can kind of see the little line here. And then if you kind of put notice into that, you can kind of see the line going through the ground over here, which is kind of weird. The same thing happens with the vanilla one. Something else, something that's worth mentioning is that if you actually do download the one cell one, you can literally just change the, what's it called? You can literally change the coordinates to be of the vanilla one, and it does the exact same thing. So what I did at first is that I moved the 4 walls. Oh, that's kind of weird. I wonder if has something to do with it too. Anyway, so I changed all of these these sections, like the walls and such, to their appropriate vanilla counterparts. But unfortunately, oh, did I not do it? Or is this just because of this version? Maybe I didn't do the lights. I don't know. I thought I did. So yeah, so this is what I meant though. So like this one's very much like, you know, very much outside of the wall, and then this one's like, you know, like stuck in the wall pretty much. So yeah. So that's pretty much fun. The other thing is that I was planning on switching this entire area into being of the Anvil Castle with the Open Cities mod version, so, because I like the courtyard kind of thing. Unfortunately, 2 things. One, Open Cities, you can't find it on the Nexus anymore, so you have to get it somewhere else. Which I'm not saying is a bad idea, but it's not really what I would have liked. So I do have it. I got the Reborn version, I think, is what it was called. I want to see if this is here. Yeah, okay, that's something else. So yeah, so I got the Reborn version, which just means it helps around with adding extra details to certain castles, I think, or something like that, or certain cities. Yeah, so I took a look, and I love what they did with the Anvil Castle. I just wanted to change a few things, and I love the Skingrad Castle. They did an amazing job making it work that way. I love it so much. But unfortunately, I like the Anvil Castle more. I just like its just overall aesthetic. So I wanted to try and do it, and I tried to do a cheat thing where I grabbed this island, got rid of the lodge and everything about it. So like this rock, and then these 3 rocks, and this note, and this dagger, and then this workbench, and then this door, and then the lodge itself. Deleted it, and I wanted to change the size of the island, so I did the little shortcut thing to change it. And unfortunately, it changes the size of the rocks, but it doesn't change their relative position. So, yeah. So I have to either redo the entire island before, or do all of the cool things I want to do with the castle with the lodge. So one of the things that I wanted to do was that I wanted to incorporate 2 of the DLCs into the castle, because the fact that one of them already leads to the castle, which is just very helpful, and the other one would be more of a character lore kind of thing. So I thought that would be a really cool idea. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. It doesn't work the way. So either I would have to spend time just trying to work on the island on my own time, which I really don't want to, or I would just incorporate it to here. So I decided to just incorporate it to here, but I still have the castle version, so just in case. But I do want to put a little bit of a memento of the fact that it was planned. So if we check the local map, you'll find out that there are 2 new locations. One's down here, and the other one is up here. Now, I have a story about this top area, so I want to mention that when we get to it. So let's go through this bottom area, and it is unfinished, but I'm going to tell you why it's unfinished. So we got to head into the water, unfortunately, and go inside here to the lair. Alright, so you might recognize this place. This is the Vile Lair DLC location. So, if you don't know, this is actually an exact replica of... Oh, wait, yeah, that's right, we can't look at it. Whoops, we don't have the serial map. But, yeah, this is Deep Scorn Hollow, as you'll probably can tell from this door, because I haven't renamed most of the areas yet. I just wanted to rename this the lair, so I had an idea of where it is, and I renamed the other area as well. So, okay, so first things first is that I got rid of a lot of the loose items and such, because I want to do my own little thing. And I want to do something cool here. This is where you can find plants and such. I'm going to do a cool thing here, so I got rid of the plants for that. Yeah. So pretty much what this place is actually supposed to be, or how this is actually supposed to be lore put in, is that the castle version was supposed to be what happens if, in the internal struggle between Drathis and Archimus, if Archimus won, he would have changed the lodge, he would have destroyed it, and sort of have slaves, and in order for them and have them build a castle. And of course, because Archimus is technically evil, he would have built the Vile Lair pretty much in a weird loophole kind of thing. So it would make sense for that. Now, unfortunately, this place doesn't really work for Drathis, because Drathis is only using evil objects, but is actually good. But there is actually different ways you can kind of put it that this actually does work. So either you could say that before Archimus became imprisoned, he is imprisoned, by the way, and I'm going to put him in here because it makes more sense, and it would be kind of funny to have the one who created the heart to be imprisoned within it. I thought it would be kind of funny for that. Is that when Archimus was technically still within the heart in a sense, and still in control of it, he built this place but didn't have a way for anybody else to enter his domain, pretty much. Which would be pretty cool. The other sort of lore way you could put it is that Drathis at one point absorbed the most powerful evil force imaginable, called the Eternal Darkness. And for the Eternal Darkness, it was only technically 90% powerful. So one of the things you could say is that the Eternal Darkness wanted to create its own domain, or its own sort of not its own domain, but its own place, its own sort of like its pocket inside of the area, so that it could inhabit. The only problem is that because it only was 90% powerful, sure, it could create everything, but it couldn't create a door. It couldn't create a way for anybody to walk in. So it needed that extra 10%. And that 10% is why a sanctuary actually exists. So I'm going to get to that later. But there's two different explanations, which makes sense. So I'll show you what I mean by this place is unfinished. So if you do not know this about this DLC, is that you have to buy the upgrades. So you have to go to, what's his name? I think it's Rowley Earwolf, I think, or something like that. You have to go to him and buy all the stuff, which for like this version, obviously you don't have to buy them, but for the actual DLC version, you do. The only thing is that I have to sort of go into the CS and change all of the items that would normally be blocked before you buy them, pretty much, because they're all initially disabled. So I have to change it so though they're not initially disabled, they're enabled. So I already did Area 1, which is obviously the main area, and I did the final location as well. Mind you, the final location is only like one item that I needed to fix. Other than that, yeah. But yeah, so obviously we're going to have the Vampire Cure thing here, and these actually do still work, so yeah. Yeah, so like this entire area will probably be done tomorrow at the time of this recording. But we won't have this area filled in on our save until after Shivering Isles, because even though like I'm using my mod right now, I'm pretty sure it's probably very unstable because we're skipping updates kind of thing, and I'm pretty sure that we can actually overload our character. So yeah, I really want to finish Shivering Isles as quickly as possible so we can go to the next area. Now this, I have no idea. I have an idea of what I want to do with this. I don't know why I was going to start with I don't know what I want to do with it. I know what I want to do with it, but I want to show you what I'm talking about for that. So we'll get back to that in a second. So over here is the Bastion. Again, this has no interior. I got rid of all the broken... Oh, I forgot one. I got rid of all the broken stuff that would normally be here, and apparently there's just a random book here. I got rid of all the broken stuff except for that, apparently, and that old bed thing that was here and all that stuff. Like, I got rid of most of it, and here's the area that I actually finished last for today. I don't want to do it all at one day because then I'll feel so tired that I don't want to do anything. So here is, of course, the Sithis area. Now, this I have to fix because this won't do anything. And before anybody asks anything, yes, I do have the Ichor in my mod. I just want to have a cool spot for it. And now let's go to the other location that's more finished, technically. But it was also broken at some point. And even when I tried to fix it, it broke further. And I have no idea why. I literally have no idea why it broke further. It's weird, though, because it shouldn't have done it, but yet it's like, I'm gonna do it. So that's the lair. As I said, it's mostly complete. I just gotta fix area 2 and 3, which is the Bastion and the Cloister area. So, yeah. And this area over here... That's how I know that this area actually is finished. Or that's how I know that this is actually... This version is because of this. So this is the entrance to the hideout. Oh, these Shivering Isles rocks are really, really terrible. There we go. Alright, so as I said, you'll recognize this place. This is the Dunbarrow Cove. Or Cave. Cove, I think. I don't know. Or the Thieves' Den DLC. Now, something I want to double check for myself. Maybe I'll put it there. I'm not quite sure. So that trapdoor, I want to kind of have it so though it leads you here. Like, it makes you go to here kind of situation, or it makes you go to, like, over there. Pretty much it leads you to this area. The reason why is because there was always a way for Artemis to go from his lair to sort of, like, the refugee camp, which is pretty much what this is supposed to be. But yeah, so this is kind of, like, where I want it. But I kind of hoped that it was that corner piece that was here, but it's fine. Yeah, so this had a weird bug in it, and I have no idea why it happened, but it did. So we're just going to not skip right past it, but we're just going to talk about it a little bit. So for some odd reason, in case you want to know how I did both of the DLC locations, what I did is I grabbed the ESPs in particular of each and every one of the DLCs that I wanted. I copied them out of the data folder, put a 2 at the end, and then I started editing from there. And then after that, I used a program called TS4 Gecko kind of thing to merge those two plugins together, or at least merge what I needed from them to create, well, of course, this space, this area, right? And then through that, I was able to move it into my mod and then sort of incorporate it. Now, funny story is that all I did for these cells in particular is that I just changed the name of them from DLC or like Vile Lair. I think the lair was weird because it didn't have DLC in the front of it, which is weird. But like for this, it was called DLC 06 kind of thing in front of all of the editor IDs. So all I changed is I just changed it to like AXM kind of thing. The weird thing is that for this cell, and well, I think you could definitely notice from this cell, that one probably over there, and this one that's technically over here, merged with the DLC. So pretty much, if you have the DLC installed and this version, then guess what? It kind of merges the both of them together. And the weird thing is that it looks so weird because it feels like what it does is it merges the two cells together, which is so creepy because the lighting just looks so bad. Like it's unreal of how much it does that. But now it's all working perfectly. The only thing that happened is that, or the only thing that fixed it was that I had to duplicate the cells, which means that I had to change the light levels of the duplicates to be of the original. And then for some odd reason, it grabbed other cell pieces from it grabbed like a certain cell it grabbed a different cell, put its pieces in the cells that I duplicated it. So this one had and they were all from the main story, which was weird. So I think one of them had like a top of a tower, so I just deleted that top of the tower because it doesn't need to be in here. And then I think one of them had like a shrine. I had to delete that. And then the other one had a cave that you go into later on in the game. So I had to go and delete that too. And then at the end, of course, you get this. So hooray! So all of these aren't standalone, by the way. So the lair and this aren't standalone. I think the lair items and the the lair items and the cove items are in my mod. I just haven't reallocated them to that and changed their textures to only work with mine. So yeah. So the reason why I know that both the versions merged is because I saw the NPCs and I was like, wait, I thought I deleted you guys. So yeah, so there's no DLC. There's no characters in here. But there is going to be. So the whole idea of the castle was that I was supposed to bring in well, it's going to be a spoiler now, but I mean, it was going to be planned, and it's still going to be planned, but I'm just going to need a little bit of help of how to actually execute it. So yeah, so the 3 ghosts are going to appear in this area. So what do I mean by the 3 ghosts? Well, the 3 masters that actually ended up making the heart as powerful as it is. The master sorcerer, the master blacksmith, and the master enchanter all three are actually going to be in here. Mind you, they're just going to be, well, NPCs, and they're going to look like ghosts, and they're not going to say anything. And yeah, that's just that. So I think the sorcerer is going to give you the ability to buy every spell in the base game, or is going to allow you to buy like the training spells, so the spell tomes kind of thing for them kind of get non-existent, or you don't really need them. And the blacksmith is going to repair your stuff and maybe train in armor. I'm not quite sure of how I want to do that just yet. I don't know if that's exactly what I want to do. And what's the last one? Oh yeah, the enchanter's just going to help recharge your equipment. So that's pretty much that. The other thing is that each and every one of these locations is going to have their own sort of like way to access the bank. So that's going to be very helpful. So each and every location is going to have a theme. Before I get too off topic. Another thing is that when you would leave, it would change it to my version. So literally, if you tried to leave, you would see this door, and it's like, wait a minute. Even if you entered from the anvil location, it would spit you out here. And I was so confused. And I had no idea what was going on. So each and every location is going to have like its own sort of like its theme, pretty much. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about for that, so most of the objects that are going to be in the Forgotten Lodge are going to be moved. So some of the things that you would sort of go, is that what a good guy would have or a bad guy would have? Would go to the lair, since it's more evil. Plus, I don't know if I want to put a copy or if I want to just move the entire thing there. But if I do move it, it would make more sense. Is the Dark King's armor. So this whole entire pedestal thing, I'm wondering if I should just move it all to the lair so that we don't need to worry about it anymore. About it having a spot or not. Or we just have a copy of it here and then a copy of it there. I don't know. The other thing is that I want to move this somewhere. It doesn't do anything, but I want to move it just so it's out of the way. Yeah, this is being copied over to everyone, but I want to know. I'm thinking about seeing if I could make each and every location unique. So they have their, like, they're all going to function the same, but they're all going to be, like, different in a way. So it's going to be cool. This is going to stay in here. I would love to move this over to the lair, just because it seems like it would be a very cute thing to put in there. But nah, it's gonna be staying there for a while. Yeah, some of the items in the ship here, like the Draminated Mage's Heart and the Armor Orb, is going to be moved over towards the appropriate spot. I think the heart is going to go to... what is it? The heart is going to the lair. And the Armor Orb is going into the hideout. So, as I said, each and every area has their own theme. The Sanctuary is going to be more for like companions and like what you would do to sort of aid your companions, and is going to add extra features. So one is that I already had planned, and I thought I did it, but I forgot all about it. Oh, this is being moved to the lair. Is the removal of the birth sign effects that you can, not that you can get from this, but just overall. So like if you have like the mage and the astronaut birth sign effects at once, and you just want to just have one, you can go to the thing or whatever and just remove the one that you don't want, kind of thing. Yeah, this is going to be moved over to the lair because it fits it better. Yeah, and the hideout is going to be from where, like, where you would stash your treasure items and not just your treasure items, but just for things you don't want people to kind of see. That's why it's so tucked away in the back area. I think that would be kind of cool. So far, I have a plan to move that that mod wall. Give me a second. That's in the basement. This is cool. This is actually something that I was dreading that if it didn't work the way that it did, but it did. But it worked the way that I wanted it to, so it's fine. So this wall right here, so this thing right here, there will be a copy in the ship in a bottle, in the captain's quarters, in the hideout area, and the, what's the last location? In the lair. And I'll show you where it is going to be in the lair, because that's where I want to go to. But, oh, that's very weird. Huh. That's not supposed to be there. That's supposed to be more further down. That's interesting. Oh, maybe the different versions are conflicting with each other. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so that door thing is actually pretty cool. I actually kind of like it that way. Although it doesn't really look very realistic, because how would, like, what would cause the door to move? But you know what? This area likes to warp space, so I think it kind of fits, too. Plus, I like how, like, it's like a one-way door, where, like, you can't enter it from this side, but yet you can leave from the other. Like, it's so cool. I love that idea. Like, it makes it unique. I also want to move this somewhere, but I'm trying to figure out if I want to move it here or if I want it over at the hideout area. Maybe I'll plan for that too. I was also thinking of having a copy of this, like, whole cabinet thing and moving it over towards each and every area so that you can always access them, kind of thing. And then this, I'm trying to think if I want to have either a copy of this in the lair or just move this entire thing to the lair. But then the problem is that if I move this entire thing to the lair, this becomes useless here. So it's like, do I want to do that? Do I not want to do that? Like, I'm not quite sure. Also, there's going to be a copy of the Xilestar in the sanctuary area, because the sanctuary area in particular has... or because the normal Chayton Hall Sanctuary has a skull at the front. So I thought that would be kind of cool if we had like an alien skull instead. I think it would be pretty cool. Also, I didn't know this. Did you know there's actually clams here? I didn't know that. I think it's just something I never noticed. It's just one of those things where you're like, wow, that's interesting. I did not know that. Because I really didn't. Then again, this is a DLC location, so it's like, once you buy everything and you look everywhere, you're like, wow, this is cool. When am I going home? But, yeah, so this is the wall in which that's going to have all the modded stuff on it. I think this would be a pretty cool location for it. I'm not going to put the coffin in there. And I know there's like a stack of books, I think, that's supposed to go with the coffin. I'm not going to put that there. And also, what I was thinking of for the castle is that these little areas over here, they don't actually technically have anything for most of them. And even if they do, there's only like very little items. I was thinking of putting a small copy of like the castle anvil on one of them. And what I was also thinking of, because I like the look of it, I just want to... Yeah, because I like the look of it, I want to have a copy of it. So the one DLC that I technically don't really have much from is the Frostcrag Spire. So I was thinking like maybe I have a replica of the tower itself. Not the cells, just the tower, just the physical tower itself. So something like the lodge, like as you can see, like it's like this but shrunk down into a tiny form. I think that would look very, very cool. And then Battlehorn Castle, I also don't really have much from it, but then again, it's not really much of a castle in my opinion, so meh. I might just do the same thing for it, I might not, I don't know. Okay, so back to the final item, because I've been alluding to it. I just wanted to know what was here. So the Nebula Rift Ring. So it says that the physical abilities enhanced on self. It actually doesn't do that. The Nebula Rift Ring, what it's supposed to do is that it's pretty much that 10% that the Eternal Darkness is missing. It's split from the original form to become its own sort of energy. And what ended up happening is that someone gave Drathis a ring that gave the ability to absorb any energy. So what do you think happened? When the Nebula Rift energy was going at Drathis, he held up his hand with the ring and then it absorbed it. I'm skipping major story things because I just want to get back to the game pretty much. So what does the Nebula Rift Ring do? Well, it technically opened up the doors specifically for the lair to be opened. And not only that, it also changed that Forge Cave area that we had before into Sanctuary. That's the whole reason why Sanctuary exists, pretty much. But not only that, as you know, my Dark King's armor, I nerfed it a lot. So I nerfed it. So the last time that I nerfed it, we did this. As you can see, now it requires attributes in order for you to gain those sort of abilities. Now, how you gain those abilities is you use this one right here, and you gain those abilities. Now, something that's very interesting is that that ring bypasses that. You get to skip that process. The only thing is that it takes up a ring slot. Now, to some people, that's nothing. But to me, it depends on the ring. But that's pretty much what the compromise is. It's like, hey, do you want to have 9 orbs that have scripted effects that actually benefit you? Or would you rather have a ring that gives you what those effects are supposed to be? Oh. Or would you rather have, like, a ring that does all that, but you lose a ring slot? But something that we're also very much forgetting to add to the whole point is that that ring, or not that ring, what's it called? Those orbs also require certain attributes to be at a certain level. Also, I forgot that I was going to do this too. What is the... Wait, what's the version that we have? We have the 3 one, right? Yeah, I forgot to get rid of the gold to upgrade. My bad. Move item. 92, that's 276. I'm just going to get rid of 276. Oops. 0F276. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of 276. I don't really care. Alright. So, there was another thing I wanted to do, which was we were going to add blah, 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 blah. We were going to add the other Ring of Lordship and the Raiment of Intrigue. Let's see here. Is it that? I have no idea. It's not that one. Oh, yeah, okay, so it is. So which version did we get for the raiment? We got the 20 to 24, so let's just do the same thing. I'm not going to go and take gold for it because it's either one. 7FF, 53, and then we go 1 because we don't want multiple of them. But we do want to grab the other ring. So I gotta go find the other ring as well. Is it this? Wait. 45. Yeah, okay, so we found it. Okay, so now we got the other one. They're both named Ring of Lordship. by the way. So that's the confusing part. Seven, 9, D6E. There we go. There we go. So here's the difference between the two of them. So one will increase your endurance, resist poison, not resist disease, and will give you chameleon. Whereas the other one will fortify your personality, resist disease, and will give you extra shield, which is actually something I really, really need right now. The other thing is for the raiments. So pretty much you get these, I think. You get, okay, so you get the rings when you become that Duke or Duchess, pretty much. So this one you get when you become the Duke, or when you do Dementia. This is when you do Mania. Okay, I want to check something. Huh. Weird. One of them has 0 weight, but the other one has 1. Interesting. Thought that might be because, like, we didn't do this one's quest, we did this one. That's just normal. And then this one is because, and we get these, whichever one you give the fire to. So you get the Raiment of Ardent Soul if you give it to Mania, which will fortify your intelligence, give you protection, give you shield 16%, which is pretty good. Resist paralysis, that's actually really nice. And willpower. This is very magic oriented, which is very nice. Intelligence increases your maximum magicka, and willpower increases your speed or your generation of said magicka. Protection's really nice because it means that like literally this gives me more protection than my entire armor. I'm not even joking. It gives me more protection than my armor. And it gives you resist paralysis, which is really nice. The Raiment of Intrigue fortifies speed, security, sneak, and luck. So it's just more sneakiness than anything else. It's not too bad. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna keep this. Does it have boots? It does have boots. Very interesting. Very cool. Oh, okay. I thought that might lead me somewhere. It didn't. Anything in here? Yeah. Nothing really interesting. Oh, right. I haven't done much of anything. I've got so many things that I want planned that I keep not having the time to go and do them. Which is very, very bad, is that, like, I want to do stuff. Like, one of the plans that I want to do is that at some point I wanted to do something with skooma, but I wanted to do something very interesting, and that is have an increased version of skooma. So what that means is that, like, it'll be like, instead of fortifying your, I think it's like your attributes and stuff like that by like 60, it would be, let's say, 300 or something like that for the same amount of duration. And instead of having, like, just naming it skooma, it'll just be like concentrated skooma or something like that, just so though like like there's a reason why it's stronger. It's like the more potent version, pretty much. Even though one of the side effects, I guess, in a way, is that it damages your intelligence, which is fine. It's not fine for me, though, because I am a very magic-oriented character. Anyway, do I have anything for sorcery? I do! Should probably start repairing my rake, though. Yeah, one thing I wanted to do was that I wanted to make a leveled version of the rake. The only thing is that, like, scripting that thing to change by level is going to be a nightmare. And I'm not joking. It would literally be a nightmare. Actually, is it... Wait, is it stronger than my armor or not? It would put less strain on my repair hammers, though. Oh, I know where one is. But that is so childish about that. Alright. Anyway, let's go and... conjure that storage. Yeah, because another reason why I want to get the... I want to finish this, and then we can go back to... doing something else in terms of, like, the overworld or whatever, is because I want to empty out the storage as well, like the conjure thy storage, so that we can actually like update the character to the mod pretty much, rather than just having the newer version of the mod and then like hoping it doesn't break the character kind of situation. Okay, I have a question. Are you stronger? 24. It's kind of stronger, but the difference is that I don't get kind of over encumbered, and plus, how high does it go up to if I were to like upgrade this? Am I going the right way? No, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going up on the list. I need to go down. Is that it or no? Oh no, I need to go here. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. So I think it went up to 26, I think. What level am I? I am level 24. Almost level 25. So I can upgrade it if I level up again. Wait. Oh, wait, I can upgrade it. Wait. Is that right? Wait. That doesn't make any sense. Did I accidentally grab the wrong version? Wait. Did I throw it in here? No. Then that means I threw it in travel chest. I also have to stash all this stuff too. Okay, raiment at that. It's all 8s all across the board. Oops, I grabbed the wrong version. That's why. That's why. I grabbed the... Yeah, I grabbed the wrong version. The version I was supposed to grab was this one. This one is my level. This one is the 20 to 24. My bad. I grabbed the 15 to 19 version. So yeah, so my bad. We learned. Anyway. Actually, I don't think I completely looted those knights. I think I just grabbed the sword and then I was trying to repair stuff. Hey, the tornado sword thing. I remember watching old YouTube videos about Oblivion and then they're like, oh yeah, this strange glitch called the tornado blade glitch, and it's not a glitch, it's just a way of the physics in this game works. Yeah, my rake's not fully repaired. No! Where is it? I can't see. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so... I mean, I can collect Madness, but... No. Okay, so Madness is the one that has that. Okay, so Amber is the one that has the one that I was thinking of. Okay. I'm hoping it's not attached to the thing. I'm hoping it's, like, actually it's its own separate entity. I thought it would be kind of cool to have, like, the little, like, floating effect kind of thing that it has here. Like, that green floating effect in Lair. And if there's a way you can change its color to, like, red, it would be perfect. But even if you can't, I think the dark green would actually be very nice, too. Do I have a stronger one? I do have a stronger one. Hey, my Wizard's Fury is doing more damage, though. That's a good sign, actually. It means it's actually a very helpful spell. Woo! My Wizard's Fury is getting... I love the fact that we were able to finally upgrade it. I can't really take out my laptop nearly as much as I could before. The reason why is because, like, it... for some reason, it likes to overwork itself. I'll literally have it doing nothing. And it'll just, like, ramp up all of a sudden. Like, all the fans will, like, be, like, turboing up. And it's like, okay, but you're not doing anything. Why are you turboing? It's like, I'm doing something. Or just in case you want me to do something later, I'll have the you know, the frame rate for it or whatever. It's like, okay, but I don't want you to do that. Oh, I'm out of magic now. And too bad there's only one person who uses magic in his entire group. Did I just reflect it? Thank you. Thank you. It's good. Haha. Oops. It's not good. Oh, good job, Tess. I am, over-encumbered, if you will. As unfortunate as that is actually the truth, Tess. I am over-encumbered. And unfortunately, these Order Swords weigh so freaking much. Like, why do they weigh this much? How much does Umbra weigh? That's the question. Because if Umbra weighs, like, let's say 20? Oh, that's weird. You did the weird thing. Wait, is this the thing that's like... Yeah, the gate will not open for you. Did you actually kill him? No, you didn't actually kill him. Ah, man, my magic. You gotta love the magic regeneration in this. Also, you gotta remember, though, that we have the Oblivion XP mod, which, for some reason, just makes my health just regenerate like crazy. Is there anything here? Other than you trying to impale me. Thank you, good sir. No. Hello. Here's a rake. No, you're not clipping through the wall, buddy. Isn't there another priest over here? Nope. Hello. Run. Oh, Tess. Oh, another cool thing that I was also thinking of doing, which is going to be very funny, though, because I know that it's going to be controversial in a way, depending on how you kind of look at it. That's why it's going to be in the lair, because it's going to be well, it's going to fit it a little bit, but it's also to kind of just give it more features pretty much. So it's going to be pretty cool. Is that I'm going to grab each, well, not really grab. I'm going to make a sigil stone or a stone in which that you can enchant your armor and tools depending on the object to be for your so you can put it on something else. So let's say for instance, I don't like the fact that this enchantment of the Ring of Nimira is on a ring. Let's say I want it on my boots, so I could actually go do that. I could actually enchant my boots with the Ring of Nimira's enchantment. That's kind of like the thing that I'm thinking of doing. Every rare and unique item will have will be a sigil stone that you can use on your tools and such. Oh, we're in this area. Okay. Just gonna save the game. I have discovered the source of the Order's power. An obelisk is having its power amplified by the spire that leads to the center of Passwall. I must find a way to shut down the obelisk. Alright. While I was doing research on the how far we are in the story...
It's you. I remember you. What are you doing down here? How did you get past the knights?
I killed them.
When they attacked, I ran from Passwall. They didn't say a word. They just started killing. The screams. By the staff, you can't imagine the screams. Fellas and I slipped down here thinking we'd be safe, but no, we landed right in the middle of them. Fellas ran off with them and left me to die. Me! That ingrate, disloyal cur. Imagine leaving me here all alone.
Okay. Yeah, so, like, I've already done research on this, so I know what to do, but, like, still, I always do it anyway. They took Fellas?
I didn't say they took him. He went with them. I've heard his voice a few times around here. I think he joined them.
Which is weird. Anyway. Why haven't you tried to escape?
Every time I look for a way out, I get twisted around and end up back here. But I'm too smart for them. You seem to have no trouble, though. Look at you. Barely a scratch. You'd be the perfect person to protect me.
I'm pretty sure I am... I've actually taken some health damage, but... I think that you were indeed correct. Maybe you're just a coward. It's very dangerous here.
This place is a nightmare. Knights everywhere, these priests, and whatever they've done to fellas.
I don't think they've done anything to him.
Listen, those people in Passwall need me. Can you imagine how they'd ever get along if I died down here?
Barry? If you say, I don't think so, you stay here. Yeah, he'll die eventually. So if we say, sure, come with me, he'll actually live.
I'll do what I can to help. I like to hurt things. Maybe I can hurt these damn knights.
Get in line. Tess probably already killed them. By the time you get there, Tess will already have killed them. He's got a torch. So here we go. So I read somewhere. Ah, here it is. Yeah. You can use a Heart of Order to actually go do that. There's one. There's two. Yeah. You don't have to worry about Sheldon. He'll be unconscious. What's over here? Hi there, buddy. As I said, don't think you're going to be doing anything. Tess has got this pretty much handled. Okay, just gotta do this real quick. Roll the obelisk and collapse the spire. The caverns are now coming down around me. I must now escape. Alright, guys. We're leaving. Oh no, Sheldon's gone unconscious. Oh no, I wouldn't be surprised if Tess goes unconscious. Actually, Tess shouldn't go unconscious. She's got the NPC regeneration thing. She should be fine. Do I even have the spell that I can give to Sheldon? Whenever I see him again? I do, okay, so I'll just give it to Sheldon whenever I get there. Alright, so this is where we need to go, because the way that we went before is now blocked. So you have to head through this area. Here you go, buddy. How did you...
Yes, my love.
How did you drop your thing?
Oh.
Take that for now. She dropped her claymore and then he picked it up. What a jerk. That was my companion's sword and you stole it. Hey, look. The cool thing about these actual, like, knights is that they're, like, level 1. They're the level 1 knights. I don't know if that guy is. He doesn't really feel like a level 1 knight. Yeah, he didn't really feel like a level 1 knight, but that guy was. Seriously, Sheldon? You're like so weak. There you go. That guy was a level 1 now. I am exploring. Oh. And the reason why I'm exploring is because I have Oblivion XP, which means that I get super regeneration on my health, so why would I not care to explore? If this was actually, like, no Oblivion XP, I would be out the door. Seriously, Sheldon, you brought me a rock that hurt me. Why? You know what?
By the nines of vines, assault! Assault!
That's what you deserve, man. I'm not joking. He deserves to lose his heart. Not like he bothered to use the dang thing. Where did you two come from? Hey, how are you still moving without a heart? Oh no, he's become an order. A knight of order. He's got no emotions. Wait, there was 2 of them. Oh no, they're multiplying. Ow. Stop it. No! Stop doing that. Stop making me drop my freaking rake, man. Where did his sword go? One of them's missing their sword. Ah, there it is. Oh, is this the same? Ah, this is the same cell, that's why. I thought they came from a different cell, and I was like, wait, but how did we attract you, though, from a different cell? That's weird. Actually, let's see if we have a different claymore in the cache. You know what, Tess? You get a claymore of frickin' winter.
How can I help?
Here, have a claymore of winter in honor of Winter Moon. Wherever she is. I don't even know if that actually would do anything. Anyway, does this do any... Is there anything over here? No. Is this where we came from?
I don't think this thing is gonna open again. You are the worst escort in history. I'll find another way out. Get going.
Okay. That's actually supposed to happen. But wait. Is that where we came from? Oh, it is. It is where we came from. Okay, good. I wondered what that was. Huh? I heard a... Oh, there he is. Yikes, man. You need to watch where you're going. This whole place is coming apart.
Here's something open. Well, look at this. I found the easy road. How are things going over there?
See, this is supposed to happen, though. He's supposed to, like, kind of boast at you, like, ah, I found the easy way. And if you actually tell him to wait where it is instead of telling him to follow you, he'll apparently be dead there. What happened? Oh, good job, Tess. You killed him. I think Tess is blocking me now. Great. You're now the new Lydia. Great. Trying to body block me. Oh, no. Thank you. Oh. Did he try to attack me? Wait, where does body go? Tess, did you see a knight? Ah, there he is. Well, I'm getting stuck on every freaking debris. This is like the slowest debris field. Like, it's like the slowest, like, cave-in I've ever seen. Oh, there we go. I survived the collapsing ruins of Zedefin. I should seek out that person and ask her how the battle above ground went. And then there's Sheldon.
I'm going to stay here and help rebuild this place. These fools need me.
Okay. You go do that. And if you actually didn't kill any of the knights on your way in, I think... I'm trying to remember what I read. It's like if you didn't kill any of the knights on your way in or on your way out or something like that, you'll have like a giant fight over here or something like that. Where did she go? That's weird. Where did she go? That's interesting. Also, so I'm gonna try and make it to like 8 videos. It's probably not gonna happen though. Where are you? What? Where did you... Why are you here?
Your Grace, you're alive. Truly, you are the greatest warrior ever to hold the seat of dementia. I was certain that no one could survive the Spire's collapse, but here you are. By the staff, you are more than worthy to lead us. I fear that our work is not yet done. The area is still overrun with knights that were not destroyed in the Spire. You should return to the palace and speak with Sheogorath. Ask him how he plans to defend this realm.
Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying though. So I'm going to try and make it to 8 videos. It's probably not going to happen. If this is the quest that I'm thinking it is, we might just like stop in the middle of it and then we'll continue the next on the next time. So far so good, but that doesn't mean anything. That just means it's just stacking itself. Like it's just waiting. Plus, I really need to get some sleep as well, so there's that as well. So, yeah, so.
Speak, citizen.
Because I'm, like, really tired right now. I was working on the mod for a little bit. I think I spent, like, 4 or 5 hours on it. And that was mostly just to make sure that everything was working properly.
news of your success in the Fringe precedes you. To further cement the victory, I have an important task for you to perform. You will seek the assistance of Relmina Vernum in Xilestar to rebuild the Gatekeeper. You remember? The creature you killed to get in here.
Okay.
With the Gatekeeper restored and Xilestar in operation, we won't have to worry about anything getting in. Things already here are another matter. You'll need to speak with Relmina Vernum. She'll help you with your task. Strange woman has some unusual tastes. With that done, the Fringe should be secure. For now. I can feel things start to get a little hairy. And not in the good way, like on your head.
Okay.
A powerful sorceress. Maybe a genius. And a complete lunatic. All in all, my kind of person. I brought her to my realm so she could continue to study her sixth element. Honestly, I didn't know there were 5 already. She's a bit obsessed with it. And with me. Makes dealing with her difficult. You shouldn't have any problems, though. No one likes you that much.
Hey. That's not nice. Probably true, but still, that's not nice. Rebuild the Gatekeeper.
It's essential. Simply essential. If only it were essentially simple, but it's not. I want him there guarding those gates. If any of Jigglag's forces show up, he should be ready for them. It wouldn't do to just let them in if more show up. And more always show up. Still and all, I think things are going well, considering. Go talk to Relmina in Xilestar. Tell her you're working for me. Oh, she'd do anything for me, that little minx.
Okay. Jiggalag.
He's almost here. I can feel it. You won't like him as much as me. He doesn't even carry a cane. More the giant bone-cleaving sword type of prince. If he's on his way, I'm on my way out. I already feel not quite myself. Not quite someone else, but not quite myself.
Grey March.
It's all moving faster than I'd expect. And I'm good at expecting. Things are getting a bit thin. Get that Gatekeeper in place. And do it quickly. I'm not sure how much time I have left.
Okay. Calm down.
Send Relmina my love. That'll get her.
Anyway.
Speak, citizen.
Soon we'll be able to upgrade this. And it'll be, like, close to, like, my armor. It'll actually, I think the armor gave me, it has, like, what, 26 armor? This thing will have, like, 22. And that's, like... Wait. Hang on a second. 11... No, I'm just trying to count something. 11, 14, 18... No, wait, is it 24? It would have to be 24. Alright, well I have... Tess isn't following me anymore. Tess just vanished. You following me? Yep, you're following me. Okay, good. Yeah, I still have, like, my version of Tess to work on. That's gonna be, like... That keeps getting pushed around. Because I just keep coming out with, like, new ideas or something else that I want to do. Then I'm like, oh, hey, I want to do this instead. And then I go and do it. Then it's like, oh, is your version of Tess gonna ever be worked on? It's like, I was supposed to work on that? Oops. My bad. Hello. You guys fight cool, though. I love your combat animations. It looks so good. Oh. Never mind. But you guys look so cool, though. Aww. Tess killed them way too quickly. Not a problem, though. Anyway. Alright. Although I should probably enchant the rake, though, just so that the rake can do some extra damage. But I have no idea what I want to do with it, though. I know there was, like, a weird enchantment thing that I saw on the wiki, I think. I might just make a version of that, but as a sigil stone. Just because it would be kind of cool to do. Sorry. Just gotta... Oops. I almost typed in a mistake. Oops. Somebody messaged me. I just had to message them back. Alright. No, not the shambles. Ow. Oh, my acrobatics isn't high enough. I wanted to backflip. Haha, you missed. Although I think you actually did hit me. Because I think you have range. Wait, maybe not. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway. Let's go up here. Aha! Like, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna, like, after we're done Shivering Isles, I'm gonna add some of the assets from Shivering Isles to my mod. Not because we finished it. Like, we finished the DLC, so I might as well have, like, a memento of it. I already have items from Shivering Isles. I think I have, well, technically one item. I think it's just Twisted Light right now. And technically, a part of, well, technically it was, like, I've used part of the script of one of the items. I think it's Ruin's Edge. I think I've used part of its script for something of mine. But again, yeah, like, I've been... Hello? You missed! Stupid statue. Stupid statue. You can't... Aww. You can't keep this from me! I definitely know if this... I don't know if it's a separate quest or not. I kind of hope it is. If not, yeah. I know this one's going to bring me to another area. That area is very difficult, so I'll definitely be using the armor for it. So we might just be able to get to Relmina, talk about that area, because it's like a fetch quest, but the area is like so long and it's so difficult to kind of move around, and that I think we're gonna need the armor in order to kind of help like move it along. Also, something that I wanted to mention is that with the help of this ring right here, did I actually take it or did I leave it in there? Oh, I probably just left it at the lodge. The help with the Nebula Rift Ring, I found a bug in my armor that I didn't notice at all, which is very weird because I thought I went through each and every script like very thoroughly. But apparently I forgot to check one crucial thing. And then I found another bug after that, but I'm gonna get some help to find out how that's gonna work. Or how I can fix that version of the bug. Because I have no idea. Actually, you know what? I'll grab that anyway. You can sell it for money. So the bug that I found before, or the first bug I found, is that if you try to use the armor as is, apparently what happens is that, or what's supposed to happen is that when you call the armor, what Soul Link does is that it grabs what your maximum health, magicka, and fatigue is, and it stores it into a variable. Alright, it stores it, so that way it can use it for, you know, the orbs, pretty much. So the battle regeneration orbs. So what's supposed to happen is that when you're in combat, the battle regeneration orbs will do their thing. However, apparently in a great oversight that I have no idea how it even happened in the first place, I am looking at stuff. Apparently what happened is that, yeah, I had Soul Link always checking what your health and magic and fatigue are at any given second and change it to as your maximum health. So guess what happens? So right now it would say like 448, but if I take damage... Oh. You two suck. You suck. You two suck. Either that or the battle, or either that or the Oblivion XP thing is just making it so they don't take too much damage. So right now it would say like, what was it, 448? Yeah. Hit me. Hit me. Did you hit me? Something hit me. So now it would say that my max is 444. And that's how it is. So I was like, oh man, that's a huge oversight. And how I was able to check is that what I would do is I would do this. So, show AXM max health. So as you'll see, it'll say 0. Oh. Very interesting. No, it doesn't. It shows the actual HP. Oh, it's probably from the previous version. Because I don't think I called the armor again, so I don't think Soul Link reestablished it. So now, what Soul Link has to do is it has to be on a timer to go and check your maximum health. But in case you're wondering, what's the new bug? Well, if you've taken health damage and call the armor, it grabs what your current health is at that given moment. Now, you could say, though, that that's exactly what it's doing right now. But that's not really what I wanted to do. I wanted to grab the maximum HP. Not what your current HP is and establish it as the maximum. So I have to ask a few people if there's actually a way to grab it. Tess, you're just one-shotting everything. And the weird thing is that her sword's not even, like, that overpowered either. It's just a Daedric Claymore with, like, an overpowered enchantment for the Daedric Claymore to get at such a low level. Even though we're pretty high level. Hello. Hello. Tess killed it. Alright. Oh, I thought it, like, it's weird, though, because I read it as, like, companion failed to kill, and I was like, wait, what? So, my companion failed to kill what? But no, it's just because it's the failed experiment. Yeah. This dungeon's not too long, though, but it's got so many winding paths. But it's the other location that's even worse. Hey, at least my armor's pretty high this time. What does the other ring do by chance? Resist disease, reflect spell. Do I need reflect spell? Like, do I really need reflect spell at like 30? I absorb it, and I think I would rather absorb it than reflect. But I will say the reflect damage is very helpful. Even if it's very low, though. Oh, did I forget? Oh, no, I want to wait till we get the new version before I start using the backpack. I actually would prefer this. I mean, I would prefer endurance over personality, but yeah. I think I would prefer this ring overall over Sunfire. I mean, I would prefer the the freaking what's it called, the encumbrance to be lower than that, but hey, it's 1, but it boosts up my strength, my shield. Again, personality is not really what I would want. I would rather have endurance, but hey, I'm not going to say anything about it. Hey, am I wearing the escutcheon or the... Yeah, so I have reflect damage pretty high, too. Actually, I can see if I can upgrade that later on, too. Hello. And at some point, I'll have a better way of changing my leveled items. There's a mod that does it, but I'm thinking of incorporating something into mine, in which that like I'm trying to think if I want it to be like an activator, or if I want it to be like I know for the spells, for the leveled spells, I might just go with a spell tome that does it, but for like weapons, armor, and stuff like that, clothing, I'm thinking of doing an activator instead. And I'm thinking of doing it something like I did with the I was almost going to say the Royal Blade, but that's pretty much how I nicknamed it, I think. Unless that's what that one is. I don't know. Or what her normal weapon's supposed to be. But for the what is it? The Heavenly God King's Blade. That's the one I'm talking about. For that one, where you put in the item that you want to improve, and then it goes through like a long list of what items that you can upgrade is. The thing is that I don't know how it's going to handle multiple items. I don't know how it's going to handle multiple items. So, like, let's say I throw in, like, the escutcheon, the Ring of Lordship, and the Raiment of Arden Soul. Like, how is it going to handle the fact that there's 3 items that you need to upgrade? Like, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. Can you not open doors? That's weird. I thought Tess could open doors. Weird. Ooh, a Clamor of Lightning. And I also have, like, a mod in which that uses OBSE scripting that I may put in my mod if I do end up like, for... Like, in the future, I want to have, like, OBSE versions of any of the scripts that I'm using that I can use. So let's say, for instance, like, my armor would function a little bit better if it had, like, this OBSE functionality instead of, like, the normal one. Then that's exactly what I would want. That's exactly why I came down here. I wanted to make sure, I wanted to fight things. Yeah, so one thing is that I kind of wanted to add a few things from each and every, like, DLC. Like, it looks like this little glowing thing. I love that. It looks so good. I hope it's not attached to the storage itself. I hope it's like a separate entity. That would be pretty cool. But, or that would definitely help me out. But, something I was thinking of was like having something from each and every DLC. Now, there's only one DLC in which that I can't do something with, and that is the... What's the DLC name? The Horse Armor Plans one. And that's because what it does is it literally just puts armor on a horse. You can't really do that. You can't... Well, I'm not saying you can't really do that. But, like, there's nothing I can really do about that for my mod, to be fair. Mind you, it is planned. I do have plans to add a mount I was thinking of what's it called?
Or less than last time. You! I remember you.
Yep.
You're the adventurer who slew my gatekeeper, are you not?
I mean, true. I had Tess with me.
Now you make excuses. Pathetic. On what authority have you weaseled into my sanctum and disturbed my work, hmm?
By authority of your Lord Sheogorath.
I see. Sheogorath is too important to come on his own account. He sends his mortal lackey.
Hey, not anybody's the
Well
lackey.
then, I trust my servants didn't give you too hard a time getting in here? What is it Sheogorath's lackey requires of me?
Booze. Oh. A new gatekeeper is required, milady. My lord demands a new gatekeeper. I like this one.
Ah, your tone is more in line with my station. Please continue.
Will you lend us your powerful magic?
Yes, powerful magic indeed. It is proper that you bid me kindly, lest I show you the meaning of pain and suffering.
Sheogorath wouldn't want that, though.
Alas, I am still distraught over the destruction of my sweet child. I cannot return to his womb. You must do this.
Your child was a woman?
You will travel to the gardens of flesh and bone. There you will gather mystical components needed for the ceremony. Go fetch me blood liqueur, osseous marrow, dermis membrane, and essence of breath.
Okay. Question.
And take this
What are those?
key. It will allow entry into the gardens and give you direct access to my sanctum.
Ow. Alright. Victims.
Oh, you mean my research subjects? Don't trouble yourself with their fates. They're volunteers of one sort and another. Besides, they are furthering important research into the nature of pain and suffering, of life and death. Don't be
Okay.
concerned. I always return the worthy ones to life. Besides, Lord Sheogorath has sanctioned my studies and my methods.
Okay.
Any loyal servant of the Mad God would respect his decision in this matter.
Well, I didn't say anything wrong. I see your point. Continue.
I'm glad you are reasonable and open-minded. Perhaps Sheogorath's faith in you isn't misplaced after all. Now let's not speak of this again.
Okay, components.
You will travel to the gardens of flesh and bone and collect for me these things. Blood liqueur, osseous marrow, dermis membrane, and the essence of breath.
Okay. How do I collect these things?
Are you not the exalted Duke, slayer of the great gatekeeper, champion of our mighty lord Sheogorath?
I think it's weird that she says Slayer the Great Gatekeeper.
I'm sure you'll be able to find these things. If not, perhaps Sheogorath's faith in you is misplaced. Go now. You try my patience.
I think that she wouldn't have said that. I feel like she would have said Slayer of my child or something like that.
Bring me blood liqueur, osseous marrow, dermis membrane, and the essence of breath.
I think it would make more sense for her to say it that way instead of saying the Great Gatekeeper, because it just makes it sound like she never cared about it. It's just an object.
For many years, I labored painstakingly in those gardens until my back bent and my soul became crooked.
I mean, you're torturing people.
But the fruits born of that labor were the essential components of true flesh. You will go there and gather the components needed to bring my new child into this world.
Okay.
Away with you, dog, and fetch me those How does this make you feel?
Did you just call me a dog? How dare you? Hello.
No way. I'm never talking to you ever again.
But you are.
After she found out what I told you, she... You have no idea what pain is until she... Just leave me alone. Go away.
Okay, I'm sorry for pissing you off, apparently. Wasn't my intention. What's over here? He's gonna come back alive? No? Okay. Anything in here? No? Anything over here? Ooh, we got some cool stuff over here. So yeah, so one thing I was planning on was to make a spell that will summon a horse to you. Of course, the horse will be modded, so it works with, like, you know, my mod, of course. But, yeah. It'll just be like a simple summon spell, kind of like how the tests and all that stuff kind of works, where just like it's just them move to player kind of thing. That's all it will do. The horse will just be somewhere, and that will never really be interactable under normal circumstances. Yeah, there's nothing. Is there anything in here? No, there is nothing in here. Unless... Nope. Wait. Wait. There is... What is this? Oh, okay, so it's just monster thing. Okay. So that's going to be it for now. As I said, I'm not going to do... I was going to try and pull for 8, but I don't think so. We're going to stop it here because it's in a good area for us to stop. And hopefully next time we'll have great news over the mod in which that, like, you know, Vile Lair will be, you know, complete and all that stuff. So, yeah. So I'll see you guys next time for some more Oblivion modded playthrough.